Hi, friends. As always, it is so wonderful to be back with you as we continue on with our main theme, which is the miracle of no heat. We veered or diverted just a little, still being relevant to a sub theme, which was shadow, shades, and secrets. Now, I have not exhausted that theme, but I will move on. And we paid our tribute to Maureen. Yes, there are just two of you who indicated to me that you wanted to read the letter. Anybody else, if you have not forgotten, you can still go ahead and make that request. You will be blessed. All right. So listen, I am moving on to a letter. I was trying to decide if to share part of it or all of it. The Spirit said, look, share all. Because it really speaks deeply into the principle of the miracle of no heat. Because it is really how do you get through something without shackling and falling apart. Some people go through lots, some people go through divorces, and it's rough for them. Some people go through health changes, and it is rough for them. Some people go through rocky relationships, a whole ton of different things that we go through. But as I always say, the principles of getting through are all the same. All right, so this letter is prayer letter number 36, entitled Going Through. And I'd sent that letter to someone, and their response, one of their responses, was very important and encouraging. Thanks, my dear friend. All right, so the lead text in this letter, and I know we shared this before, but they say repetition is good for the soul. All right. The lead text is Psalm 66:12. It says, we went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place. And that's the whole essence of being in crucible, that when we get out, man, that we better. We're not bitter. So I have here, dear friends, we are moving inexorably to a closure of phase one of this writing. I have just completed the academic school year 2006 to 2007 with no need for any sick days. Though, in a sense, the entire body of letters written thus far would indicate how one can get through an experience. Yet, I would like to do a bit of synthesis. I will share what I consider to be 20 of the most salient points I would make about going through an experience in peace and not pieces. Before doing that, I would admit that I certainly did not initially desire to go through any experience. Aren't you just like me too? Most of all, most or all of us do not want to go through anything. We want instantaneous miracles, instantaneous solutions to our problems. But we must go through. We cannot circumvent the process and still benefit from the invaluable life lessons our master teacher has designed for us to learn. And by the way, let me take a quick sidestep here to remind you to follow the lesson that the Seventh-day Adventist Christians are following for this quarter. It is entitled In the Crucible with Christ. This is all part of it. More than one person has said to me, your book seems to parallel the lesson, or the lesson parallels my book, but however it works. All right, I see my time is running up. So it looks as though I'm not going to get to start sharing the 20, but from the next note, definitely. Some human beings, I say at times, behave as though they have made themselves. Possibly they think that they're made of gold and not of dust, and therefore they have no need of God. In their blind and, yes, foolish arrogance, God must humble them in the dust. No, it doesn't mean that everybody who goes into a crucible has to be humbled in the dust. I am not suggesting that at all. But God wants to purify and perfect each one of us so that we can be the best that we can be, and we can live our life's purpose. Like Nebuchadnezzar, they come to know that there is a God who rules in the heavens and who will eventually call them to account for their disdainful treatment of him. Even religious people are not exempt. Experientially, I will say that to go through your tunnel time successfully, the following factors are worthy of consideration. And so this has been my introductory note, as it were. So you coming back to hear them 20 reasons, I'm looking for you. It is a pleasure being with you. Whoever is listening, God bless you and keep you and strengthen you. All right, so we're going to catch up in the next note.